Hello everybody, good afternoon and namaste. You are most welcome to online class of physical education. Today we will discuss about physical education, misconceptions about this subject, its aim and objectives as well as its advantages. But before discuss about physical education, we need to know more about education. First of all, we have to know what is education. If the meaning of education will be clear, then it will be more easy to make you understand about physical education. So, education is derived from Latin word educare. Education is derived from Latin word educare, which means to gain something, to bring up, to get knowledge, which means acquiring knowledge by learning, and it can be from our books as well as from our day-by-day experiences. Actually, education is the most powerful weapon. Education is the most powerful weapon that can change the world. I think the concept of the meaning of education is clear. Now we will discuss about physical education. As you know, physical is referred as bodily movement or body action. Thus, we can say that physical education is a process of learning is a process of learning which modifies our behavior through body based action, through bodily based action. In other words, we can say physical education is an integral part of general education. It involves physical activities which helps to achieve wholesome personality development of an individual. Now, I think there should not be any doubt in between education and physical education. Now, there are some misconceptions in the mind of the people with regard to the physical education, and they are as follows. First misconception about this subject is that physical education is only for weak students. What people think about this subject? The students who are not good in studies are usually good for physical education class, but it is not like that. If at all they excel in sports activities, it is only due to the positive attitude of the students towards that activity. If a teacher can create a positive attitude and proper interest towards a subject, definitely these students will give better result in academic classes also. Next misconception is physical education is just a rest period. Some people think that physical education is the rest period between academic classes, but it is not like that. To break the monotonous activity, recreational activities or rest period should be there. To remove the fatigue physically as well as mentally, recreational activities are required. And next misconception about this subject is physical education is a participation in games and sports only. What people think about this subject, that physical education means participation in games and sports only, whereas physical education enables a person to maintain good health and fitness through physical education. So it is not like that. Next misconception is it is just a PT training, means physical training only. It is the most popular misconception about this subject that physical training is only the aim of physical education, whereas it is only a part of physical education. So many qualities are developed through physical training. Fifth misconception about this subject is it is just a wastage of time. It is just a wastage of time. Some people think that physical education is just wastage of time, but this opinion is totally wrong. For better growth and development of the body, proper physical training is essential. And next and sixth misconception about this subject is it is just wastage of money. What people think about this subject? It is wastage of money because some games and sports require costly equipment. Costly apparatuses are there, but at present government is providing all the facilities for games and sports. So we can say it is not just a wastage of time. Next misconception about this subject is physical education means bodybuilding only. People think that physical education means bodybuilding, but to show the muscles, to make the muscles and show off the body. People think about it. Whereas bodybuilding is only a part of physical education. And next misconception about this subject is it has a poor social status. Physical education has poor social status. Until recently, physical educationists had poor social status, but now this trend is going to be changed. Today, so many sports persons are getting sports awards like Arjuna Award, Rajiv Gandhi Award, Khel Ratna Award, Dronacharya Award, Dhyan Chand Award, and Padma Shri Award, which can uplift their status. So now we can't say that it has a poor social status. Now next misconception is indiscipline. Indiscipline. The most popular misconception about physical education is that sports persons are indisciplined. This concept is totally wrong, because players always play under set rules and regulations of the game. So physical education develops the habits of discipline among the sports persons. So we can't say that sports persons are indisciplined or they create indiscipline. Next, most popular misconception about this subject is that it is jobless. What people think about this subject? That there is not any career in the field of physical education. This concept is totally wrong. There are so many jobs in the field of physical education. You can become the sports physiotherapist. You can become the sports psychologist, sports engineer, sports designer. There are so many jobs in the field of physical education. So this concept that this subject is jobless or there is not any career in this field is totally wrong. Thus we can say physical education is not limited to game, sports and physical activities only, but nowadays it is complete academic discipline. In order to achieve best physical education, like other disciplines have an interdisciplinary approach and various disciplines have came into light, or you can say that allied sciences are involved to make physical education more strong. What are they? We are going to discuss. First is what? Sports psychology. What are they? Sports allied sciences are there. They are first sports psychology. First is sports psychology. Psychology is what? It is the science of behavior. So we can say sports psychology is the study of how psychology influences sports athletic performance, exercise and physical activities. Or you can say sports psychology explores one's behavior in athletic. Next is biomechanics. Biomechanics. It is the branch of biophysics which deals with the various forces which act on human body. And next is anthropometry. Anthropometry is the branch of physical education and is the scientific study of the measurement and proportion of human body. With the help of anthropometry, we can calculate the age of an athlete. Next is sports medicine. Sports medicine. It is the branch of medicine that deals with the physical fitness and treatment and prevention of injury related to sports and exercise. How you have to treat the injured persons and how you have to prevent from injury, it is concerned with the sports medicines. Next is philosophy. Physical education also derives certain important philosophies from humanism and arts. It guides professional knowledge of physical education and also tells about nature and importance of physical education. Next is sports physiology. Sports physiology. It is the combination of sports activities with physiology. Physiology means study of the function of the system of human body. We study the effect of exercise on various system of human body. Next is sports sociology. It is the study of the relationship between sports and society. Here we study the behavior of sports persons in the society. Next is sports management. It is all about understanding how to apply business and marketing techniques to the sports world. After studying all these, we can say that in order to achieve highest performance, it is very essential for the physical education person to have entire knowledge about the specialized area within the discipline of physical education. So I think these points are clear. In my next lecture, we will discuss about its aim and objectives, its needs and importance. So thank you and have a nice day.